so many commanders to choose from, but then you only get one MGE and maybe a couple of wheels before fighting starts. How are you going to make the right choices when it comes to your cavalry cycle?
Well, you came to the right place because today we are going to help you make the right choices. Hi everyone,
Ladus here.
and M.
So today we're going to go through the choices that you have for your cavalry cycle. Now, you may have watched our infantry and archer video already. If you haven't, please do so. Now, the reason why I mentioned that is because today we're going to go through a different way of presenting the commanders. So we tried a couple of different ways, which was extremely time consuming. So we are going to try to see whether we can do a shorter video and take you through the details, and we would like to know which option was preferred by our viewers. So when it comes to cavalry MGs, what are the choices we have?
We have Attila.
Let me show on the screen. So we got Attila.
Yep. And then we have Chandragupta.
Yep, Chandra, and
last but not least, Jaduga.
And then we have Jaduga. Yep. So out of these three commanders, Attila, very famous rally. Chandra goes very well with XY, and then Jaduga is for Garrison. So they are going to be a harder kind of decision to make in terms of which one do you go for. Yeah. Now, what about the wheel?
The first commander for wheel is Takeda.
Let me find Takeda. Oh, did I miss Takeda?
Yes, I was gonna say that, but wait, no, that's Attila. Wait, we can't find it.
Oh, it's level 40. Where? Yeah, there.
There.
So we got Takeda and
then we have William.
Then we have William and
we have XY.
And we have XY. Now, again, a very good collection. So the decision making is going to be quite difficult. And this is where we're going through the same approach as last couple times and try to split it into what role you play and then try to help you pick the best option. So we'll start off with the rally option. So M, what's the best rally combo at the moment?
XY, it's already on the screen, and Chandragupta.
Yeah, so we got XY and C. So XYC makes a very good rally pair. So that's the best rally pair available at the moment, and it kind of takes down almost everything, including Zenobia. Now, you obviously want to have that if you're doing cavalry rallies for your city on flags and forts and so on. Now, XY comes from Will and Chandra comes from MGE.
Yes.
So then if you get one MGE, then obviously you go for Chandra. Yes. Now, if you get a second MGE, I am not too sure whether you should go for Jaduga or Attila. Now, Attila is must have. Jaduga isn't. So if you are going to have access to Attila through other means, such as legendary keys or daily chests or something along those lines, then you can go for Jadwiga, but then it's very, very important to have Attila for almost every player. So that would be your MGE choices. Now, when it comes to wheels, you probably have to max spin for XY if you want to get the XYC rally going. But then in terms of the other two options, you got William and you want to unlock William as well. William at 5551 is exceptionally good for field battles. And then the third choice is Takeda. Now Takeda, again, you want to have the unlock, and at least slowly at the in the background, you do want to work towards having a Attila Takeda maxed as well. So what are we doing with the will then? So we unlock all three, and then we primarily focus on XY. Once your XY is maxed, then you work on William. You try to get your William to 5551, and then you start working on your Takeda. And yep, and then that's how you go about it. Now, which commander did we bring forward from our previous KVKs?
It was Drumroll.
Mm-hmm.
Saladin.
Yep. So Saladin. So Saladin surprisingly is almost just as good as all the commanders that we just talked about. Given that he comes in such an early game, that's amazing. Now I do have him maxed, but then you can easily survive with 5551. Now, having Saladin and the other commanders that we just talked about, so the first open field march that we'll recommend is exactly the same as your rally, which is X, Y, and C, or Chandra. So X, Y, C does decently, not necessarily the best, but does pretty well. Now, second option we will go with is Saladin and William. Now, your William may start off at 5111 and then you slowly work towards 5551, but then you can start using him from just with the first skill maxed, and your Saladin should be somewhere around 5551 already if you are focusing on cavalry rally, based on your previous gameplay. So that's where we'll close our rally options, right? We covered,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. So Garrison. So what's the best Garrison pair for cavalry?
Our best garrison one is Jaguda and YSS.
Yeah. So Jadwiga comes from MGE, so you obviously have to get her in the MGE, the first one. Now, if you do have access to a second MGE, and if you're not looking at becoming a cavalry rally leader, then you really don't need Chandra. You can maybe consider for the unlock, but Attila is probably a better option. So that's for MGE. Now, when it comes to Wheel of Fortune, you do want to get William going in this case, because YSS comes from the leadership wheel, so you don't have to worry about it during the cavalry cycle. So you get William, you unlock XY and you unlock Takeda if you don't have it already, and then you focus on William to max him as much as you can. Once your William is done, then you can focus on Takeda. Once your Takeda is done, then you can focus on XY. So that being said, let's talk about the open field marches then. So for a Cav Garrison leader, the open field marches that we will recommend, given that you can't really use Jadwiga in the field, so it's going to sound a little controversial, but I think you can get some good kills. You just have to be careful because the two marches we're going to recommend, one of them is kind of fragile, and that's XY and Khan. So yes, you can use XY and Khan. It'll give you a lot of kills. You just need to be careful because as soon as you get targeted, you die. But in this case, because your gold heads are going towards Jadwiga, you don't really have much of a better option. Now, the second march we're going to recommend, that's more solid. You got Saladin William. That's actually probably the best cavalry march available for open field, even at this stage. Now, that covers our garrison, Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next one is for field fighters. So if you're purely a field fighter, then when it comes to MGE, you definitely don't need Chandra. You definitely don't need Jadwiga. So you're left with only one option, which is Attila. Now, for whatever reason, if your Attila is maxed, then you can pretty much go with Chandra or Jadwiga, whichever you kind of want. But for if you're purely open field fighting, then Attila is kind of mandatory for you. Now, coming on to the wheel, so if you want to focus on purely open field, William is the best option there. So you want to max William, but then before doing so, you need to make sure you get the unlocks for XY and Takeda as well. So that eventually the two main open field cav marches that you're working towards should be Saladin and William and Attila and Takeda. Now there are I guess different opinions on this. So Attila Takeda doesn't kind of go with the murder ball. So Attila Takeda kind of doesn't go with the murder ball, but then at the same time it gives you so many kills, and that's a good option for you to rally cities if you need to. Even if you're not a main city rallier, you can still be rallying cities. So just because you get so many kills, you kind of have to have that. So that probably covers the open field as well. So we will summarize quickly. I think the video actually sounded like a summary anyways, but we'll summarize quickly. So If you're a rally leader, your MGE option is Chandra, and your will option is XY. If you are a Garrison Leader, your MGE option is Jadwiga, and then your will option is William. And then if you're only looking at open field fighting, then your MGE option is Attila, and then your Wheel of Fortune option is William, followed by Takeda. That's it for today.
So bye from Em.
And Ladus.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification button so that you never miss a video.